Hey guys, so I've been really, really torn up about this whole submarine, this Ocean Gate submarine going down. Um, I was trying to continue my twin flame readings, and I just started getting very emotional, um, picking up on a lot of the families that are here and who are still very hopeful, even though they know in their heart, but still very hopeful that there's a survivor. And I'm a tarot reader, so, a lot of people don't really believe in tarot readers, but I just feel if I could help some kind of way find them. Um, I did a pre reading and I got a lot of information that seemed like everything was fine until the return trip. On the return trip, it seemed like they got hung up, possibly under a cavern, a tavern or cave, and it's when sort of things went wrong. I want to pull some cards. Obviously, I'm using imagery because I am using meanings as well. I got the Eight of Cups reverse when the problem happened, and that in tarot means on the on the return. All right, but I have a lot of images and a lot of things came out. I I wasn't going to do, I wasn't going to put a reading out here about that. I was doing it for me personally. I on my personal I life I do that. I do tarot readings on mysteries and things like that, things that, you know, that I want to know about. And when I got that it could be possibly stuck under like a cavern. I even got even some pictures of volcanoes underwater, so possibly between the Titanic and between an underwater possibly volcano is where it could be, but under some sort of cavern or cave. Very a lot of cards came out about being stuck, being under something like this and not being able to get up. So I'm not going to turn the comments on. I'm too much of an empath to hear comments about this. I want to open up this reading with a prayer, okay? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father God, please give some sort of comfort to these families during their time of need, during their time of loss. Please help the survivors that are home, and please help all the souls who may have perished to make it home safe to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I'm going to open up with this. I've already been doing this for myself. I want to use some holy water. Dear God, please let the best, highest messages come out to give clarity. Okay, I have a little bit of holy water here. Let me just take my apron. Please show me where the submarine is currently. please show me, as you did before, the images. Where is the submarine currently? Where is the submarine currently? Where is the submarine currently? Okay. Show me what happened. Show me what happened. Show me what happened. Show me what happened, please. Right off here, on the bottom of the deck, I have the King of Pentacles. This would, I mean, I know pretty much everybody on there had money because they were paying for it. But for me, this would be the one ahead of the operation, the one who is in charge, possibly here. And a Queen of Swords. See, I didn't get any of these cards previously. It looks like there was something, what I feel like, Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, this is one of the cards that came out. I have two cards here with nets and being hung up. Literally, I have a rock here. Six of Cups reverse, which is also being upside down. They're in a dark place. I'm getting a lot that they're in a dark place, like a cavern, some underwater cavern. I don't know. Um, I'm taking this as the GPS that there's going to be a special recovery um, system, that they're going to use a GPS to locate. But there's a lot here. They're in a very, very dark place, and possibly upside down. Again, I have to show you the images that I keep getting about why I feel that they're stuck. You know, I'm getting a dark message. All right. If we look at the images, this Nine of Pentacles reversed, this person is in like a wishing well of some sort. But if you look, it's like in a lot of like a seaweedy type area. It's very dark, but it's upside down. So if you see that there is something on top of this person as it's upside down, there is rock above this person. And here's more rock, solid rock. These came out for me, and there's a lot about being hung up. If we look here at the images, both being in nets, being caught, this is a floor. You see, there's a floor above the head. There's a floor above the head. Strong indication for me that they got stuck and they're really anchored in that spot, wedged in. I'm even hearing, because we have an anchor here. An anchor holds you down and it keeps you from popping up. It keeps you from coming up to the surface, because I know that there are mechanisms on that they say will lighten up and the vessel will come to the top. They're literally, the way I see it, are stuck under some sort of rock, something solid anyway, and it's in a dark place that they're stuck. The dark message that I got, and I hope that it's not the case, but it's the reason I'm saying this is because we have here a Two of Swords, two people not agreeing with each other here. We have the Three of Cups reversed, and I think there were five people. I feel like there was a problem. I feel maybe three people may have perished first, and then it came down to possibly two people, um, kind of losing it. You know, it happens. People. It's hard to be sane and not lose your mind in some of these conditions that that you know that you're not going to make it out of this condition. And it seems like two people may have been the last two survivors after three people perish. And these two survivors seem like they're at a battle with each other. Okay. Everything was fine at first. Everything was fine. In my previous reading, I got everything was fine, but it was on the return trip. And if you look at this imagery, we have the birds, everyone's getting along. This even looks like the shape of the vessel headed up to the sun rays. The sun rays, how they come through the ocean. They were headed back up. You see, they were headed back up. Something something hung them up. They got hung up on something. Now, when they got hung up on something, I believe this caused a problem between the person operating the controller. And the reason I say this is because beyond the beyond this picture that it's a person operating a sewing machine, but it's a person that is operating a machine within their hands. They have the tools. That's when everything seemed to be fine, but on the way back, they got hung up. Whatever they got hung up on seems to be like a cavern or cave or a rock, something solid. They got under it, and it was dark. You might not have even been able to see. That was a very big problem between two people on board here. Very big problem. Somebody might even think of sabotage with the Seven of Swords. The Four of Swords reverse is an image. It's literally being laid to rest, and we have all of these animals in this case are watching. This is another image of going to the sun, going to the light, returning home. I feel everything was fine on the return trip. They were coming back. They were close. I can't say they were close enough. I mean, I don't know how far deep the light can shine through, but I just feel that they were headed back. But somewhere they got caught up in something dark, something they couldn't see through. You know, this is a very smart, intelligent person, and all of this darkness here around, even a smart person, it would be very hard for this person to navigate these waters without all of the proper tools. But in this case, the only tool this person had was, in this picture is a sewing machine, but we know it was like an Xbox controller. This was a big mission for this type of equipment that they had. I feel, and this is, I don't know what happened between these two, and I don't know if it was a duel to the end, because people, we don't act civilized when we know the worst is coming. We kind of we lose it. We lose it in our minds. But I feel there was one person here that had to watch all of this before they left. There was somebody who was left here to think about all of this, and it could have been the king of Pentacles, the one who has the money to finance all of this. I feel that the light is dim as well. I feel they're in a very dark place, and I feel that the light it's very dim. It's very hard to see the light of this vessel, and possibly in a very cold place. Well, it is deep. Again, with the 10 of Cups, this is like under an arch or a bridge. Now, I know a lot of people think about the lost city of Atlantis being in the Atlantic, and also Lemuria, okay? And a book that I've been reading about, I'll show you. It's a book by Sylvia Browne. It's Secrets and Mysteries of the World, and it actually talks about the lost city of Atlantis, Lemuria, the pyramids, and it talks about the Bermuda Triangle and the people who disappear. But when I get these two together, I feel three people went first. Okay, there were three people, and then there were two people who were really not in good terms with each other. With this Seven of Swords and this Two of Swords, not in good terms with each other at all. After these three people left, that's when two people really started getting at it with each other. Very stressed. Again, with this Nine of Swords, very stressed. Two people. What are we going to do now? We're under a rock, possibly. Again, this is the shape of the vessel. Don't pay any mind that it's a key or a heart. It's a shape of the vessel. We're looking at only the shape, and it's upside down, as if it were got it got caught up. It couldn't continue upwards. Something got it caught up and upside down, and that's where I think these two may have argued about possibly the controller. Okay, um, you know, it even could have been an accident. What if someone dropped the controller? What if someone, you know, what if it bumped into something? There seemed to be an argument about or to the person about the controller because everything was fine. Something happened on the way home, and that's where they got hung up. They literally got hung up under something. Something is above the vessel. The vessel can't go up. This is what I strongly feel. This is only meant to maybe help search team to look in a place. In my previous reading, I did get some volcanic activity. You could even think of that too. Caverns. I don't know what's under the ocean, but I get a lot about a lost city here. I get a lot about volcanic activity. And I get a very strong indication that this vessel is stuck under a rock or a cavern or cave. And it's very dark in there. And, I just think it was a mistake. I know everybody is, maybe there was something with the vessel because it comes down to the person controlling it. Somebody had an issue with the person who was controlling it, something there about controlling it, but they were on the return home is what I see here. But they got hung up in something that maybe they got into a dark patch. Maybe this person was then trying to navigate out of the patch and ended up in a dark cavern. But this is where I'm hearing the blame game. This is where two people not having very good words with each other here about what happened and also what to do. I feel two people were also having an argument about what to do, how to get out of this. Again, in this Seven of Swords, three people are gone first. For me, it's very weird that three people appear to be gone at the same time, and that's what's very strange to me because generally if we run out of oxygen we won't we it's different time frames in which that would happen, but it seems to me there could be something around this. Now I know that the vessel had so many hours of oxygen. I don't know how it works, I'm not a scientist. I don't know if so many people breathing, if it uses up less, but there's something here. I feel that about three people going around the same time, maybe a deception around it with these two, and then there's two people here not agreeing with the direction to go or how to use this controller because they got hung up in a dark spot, very dark spot here, possibly under this rock or this cavern, possibly near a lost city. that's under the ocean and possibly near a volcanic activity. This would be volcanic activity that's, it's not old, like it's still going under the ocean. It's very much um, alive. It seems it might be near that. Again, I take this image as near a volcano. Don't look at the face, look at what's coming out. It reminds you of like volcano. Getting trapped. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards. See if I can get any more images, please. Please, God, give me the clearest images. It came out like this. Yeah, and it was down to 2 people. This came out in the reverse. Never mind what it says. Pay attention to the image. There's a person trapped under. It looks like an arch. You see? Can't get beyond this. This arch also in particular has like some scrolls or messages on it. I don't know if they were literally, because look at the arches here. These are 2 different decks. There's an arch. There's an arch. Now, this also looks like a portal. I'm not going to get into what exists in this world and what doesn't, but this book right here talks about alien technology being in the ocean, and that there are old portholes, ancient alien here, that some people get lost in, like in the Bermuda Triangle and other parts of the world. That book by Sylvia Browne talks about that it's old tunnels created long time ago by aliens, and that some people get lost there in the Bermuda Triangle. It's like an elevator that nobody uses anymore, is the way she explains it in her book. I feel there's something to that. They're either stuck under a cave. I'm not trying to be wacky and go crazy out there. I'm a nobody in this world. I'm just a tarot reader. You know, not anybody, physicist, quantum, nothing. But that book does talk about old alien tunnels, and they are under the ocean, different parts, different points of the world. Again, I do see that I believe these 2 people made peace after disagreeing about something. I feel that they did make peace, and they said they were sorry. Did everybody here make it to heaven? Did everybody here make it to heaven? Did all 5 people make it to heaven? Did all 5 people make it to heaven? I have the Empress here. In this card, the Empress, she holds the world within her. I'm getting strong feminine Mother Earth energy. I feel that there was maybe a guide. Give me more. Give me more on the Empress. Give me more on the Empress, please. Okay, hold on. One hit the ground. I feel with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, again, look here, we have a volcano. Strong indication of being near a volcano, of being under a cavern, in a dark place. This is a person, this is the last person who survived looking. The Knight of Cups is a person, you know, who can be a helper, can be an ambulance, you know, that picks you up, the driver, the person who comes and works on you, you know, to save your life, okay? But it's in the reverse, and I feel that this person gave up on anybody finding them or rescuing them because they know they're in a dark place. They know they're in a very hidden spot. But if there's anybody that can watch this and get a message, I'm telling you, look near a volcano or a very large rock. Again, with the caverns, it looks like caverns. Okay, they were headed home. They were headed to the light. They could see the sun, but it was still dark. A lot here. This is Seven of Cups. You know, they could have been near the Titanic. Remember, many years ago when they went under and explored the Titanic, they found old coffee cups, and that's what I think. I think that they're somewhere between the Titanic and some sort of volcanic or volcano or big rock, and they got stuck, and it's in a dark place. This is the Eight of Cups. I feel that the last person just went to sleep. They laid down. They just went to sleep. And then we have here walking away. Maybe the person, you know, was at night. Maybe they saw the moon. Maybe they had a guide come. With the Magician and the Eight of Swords, they tried everything, and I want you guys to know that. They tried everything that they could think of to get themselves unstuck. But this Eight of Swords is stuck. They are stuck somewhere. I don't believe this is going to pop to surface. Where are the souls? Where are the souls, please? Where are the souls? Where are the souls, please? And please, Father God, where are the souls? With me, I just heard. Damn it. No, they're on a new journey. I believe all of your loved ones made it home. You know, this is saying to the families, try to find your peace. Try to find peace with this because they went home. Look. They're saying, don't worry. They're home. They're home. Is there any kind of sign that they'll see? God, is there any kind of sign that they'll see? Is there any kind of sign? Again, we have the cups and treasure. All right. This is, I believe they are near. They're between. I believe they're between their treasure site, the Titanic with all the cups, and possibly a volcano, large rock. They're in that area, but it's dark. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that everybody's guided them home. We all have a spirit guide, a guardian angel, and I feel that they were led home, because literally this is a different deck. This is the water out here. This is someone grabbing their hand and leading them up to the sky. This is also going home to God. For me in the tarot, when I see the sun, it's always God for me. What else? What else can bring peace? What else can bring peace here? What can bring peace here? The temperance angel fell out. What could bring peace is knowing that they're with the angels, that they made a safe transition. And the way I want to see this is, remember the dark place they were in, that they went to the light. Wherever they were at, they were able to see the light. They were able to see the light. And I believe they were grabbed by an angel and guided to the light. What was the spiritual reason for all this? Why did this have to happen? Nothing happens by coincidence. Why did this have to happen? What are we to learn from this spiritually? Why did this happen? Is something going to be discovered when they're found? Why? What was the spiritual reason here? What was the spiritual reason this had to happen? What was the spiritual reason this had to happen? Why did this happen? What was the spiritual reason? Okay. Just give me a second here. I feel ultimately it's to take a closer look here at something. We're going to discover something. I feel because we are searching for them, something's going to be discovered here. It quite possibly could be something that's going on underwater we don't know about, that maybe we need to know about. That's something that we may have to take a closer look about. Of course, I don't know if we'll ever find out this information, because the ones who are going to be finding these people are going to be um, top officials. Again, the volcano, this volcano. Scientists have been talking about a volcano cracking the earth, and I don't know. I don't know where they found it at. I think that this exploration failing and the search rescue happening and going toward them is going to discover something here. Is going to discover something that maybe we didn't know about, because this is taking a closer look. It's like, wait a second, what is this? There's something going on that maybe we're not aware of. There's a spiritual reason behind this. And we lend ourselves for sacrifice when it comes to spirituality. We come here on a mission for God, and we don't know always where it leads us. You know, I feel with these three cards, there might have been something that we moved on from. Maybe it was Maybe it was some activity underwater. Maybe it was a volcano. Maybe it was something we thought was dormant and not doing anything underneath. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they check out underwater. Like I said, I'm just a tarot reader. I'm a nobody. You don't have to believe anything I say. But I just couldn't do any more readings today because this has just occupied my mind, and I feel like something that we may have moved on from, that we thought was dead and over with, that maybe was a problem before, I think could be reignited here some kind of way. And I think that it's going to bring enlightenment here. I believe that this recovery is going to be some sort of enlightenment about something bad that's going on that we just don't know about. Could be under the ocean here, and maybe we can stop it with this Chariot in reverse. I don't even know where these cards fell out. We have Five of Swords. Now, there were 5 people, but Five of Swords came out in reverse. These people all made peace before they passed. They made peace. In my previous reading, I had got a lot about a letter. They may discover a letter. Somebody may write, if they were able to, write about what happened. Again, this came out in my pre-reading as well. Look, people are trapped under this. It's dark. In this picture, it's oil, like when there was an oil spill, but trapped under this layer of whatever this is. But it came out in reverse. And I think, again, something that we moved on from that we thought wasn't a problem is going to need a closer look. And otherwise, we would not have known about it if this actually didn't happen. This happened for a reason. Again, with the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I don't think that any of us will ever be notified of that because, people panic globally sometimes. Strong here, indication about volcano. We know what happened in Sri Lanka. There was a volcano, I believe, that caused a tsunami. Yes, we have here trying to find clarity here. Trying to find out about the loved ones, what went wrong. It seems like everything here that we're not clear about, that we're trying to find peace about, it seems like everything was fine. But on the return or coming back, it doesn't even show that even if they made it to the Titanic, because, maybe other things started happening. Did they actually make it to the Titanic? It just shows on the return trip that something happened. They got hung up, possibly in this cavern, cave, volcano. All right. I don't think we're going to hear all of the truth about this because the house is in reverse now. In America, we know the house as, we know what our house is called. I don't want to say it here on YouTube, but it's where the presidents live, right? When they get elected. This is a false person. This is a person who represents and gives you their spin, their story. We may not find out all of the details here. And I understand it's probably to protect on a more global scale the people. But again, they're in a very isolated place. We have the 3 birds here, the 3 messengers. This looks like the capsule. If we look here, the shape of the capsule. This is like a search team looking, scaling, trying to go through and find. And I feel they'll be very close when they do. They will find them, but they're really in the center of something here. They're really stuck. They're really stuck. This landed on the Ace of Swords reverse. They're between two people here. There's something strong about these two people that's not clear. So I don't know what they're going to find out. Again, like I said, these two did make peace with each other before the end, but there could have been a struggle. There could have been something that we don't find out about, and it might just be to protect the family's feelings, to protect us, also to maybe protect what they find down there when they go and they do this mission to recover. Anything else here? Anything else that can help? Okay, I'm feeling with these pinnacles, I'm feeling coins. Um, I see the pets. Some people, some of these souls, they're going to come back. They're going to give you very quick. Um, you're going to know that they're there. You might find coins laying around in weird spots. A coin might fall near you when you're at your desk or when you're working. Okay. When you're distracted, and this person here is holding a candle. Um, I'm also getting candle vigil. Okay, a lot of candles here. A lot of spirit for an Eight of Pentacles is a very spiritual card. We have candles. We have what could represent, flower petals and plants. So I think it's also saying light a candle. Light a candle for your deceased one. Light a candle. Say a prayer. Possibly, obviously, we can't do a candle vigil in the ocean, but maybe somewhere near they will do a candle vigil, because it's just really weird. This is not even a desk. It's just like it's water, and then we have the sun here. Why do we have this why do we have this card? There's someone here really mad. It's under the pregnant empress. There is someone here that is very mad here. I have a lot of empress energy. I don't know if somebody was expecting a baby, or a grandbaby, or and they lost somebody, and they're crying. And this reminds me a lot of when I lost my father. When I lost my father, I was 5 months pregnant. and I found myself crying up in the middle of the night by myself. If there's anybody who is expecting, like I said, somebody maybe could have been expecting a grandchild or an expansion to the family who was on the submarine, try not to get so stressed out to where you could hurt or damage your health. Okay. And the message here is try to be happy because it's not over. It's not really over. Life isn't over. And then I have the twins in reverse. To me, this is a compromise in reverse. There's going to be a lot of answers not answered, and there's going to be a lot of people, family members, who feel like there's no closure with this world card in reverse, especially when it comes to two people here. It's a strong emphasis on two people when it comes to that vessel. There's something there that there's not clarity on, and like I said, I don't know what happened. There's going to be an investigation, obviously, with the Page of Swords, and something will come out about it. Something will come out about it. Yeah. Um, the emperor in this case would be the government. The Queen of Wands, it's a very strong card, but she also looks like she's holding lava. And then we have here the star. But if you look in the upright, it's a whistleblower, but it's in the reverse. So there may be two people who know a lot about this, what happened, and they may also be threatened or told not to say something. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to ask. I don't. This is just tarot. That's all this is. Maybe some of this will come to light. Maybe it won't. It's not factual. You believe what you want. I just felt strongly that I had to do this because to find these people, I believe that they are near a volcano, rock, between that and the Titanic, and I feel that they are gone. Okay. I mean, it's, you know, and I feel that they are going to do a major investigation, obviously, of what went wrong here. But I think what went wrong is they got hung up on the return home. I don't even know if they made it down to the Titanic. I don't know. It might have been pretty burdensome and they decided to come back. They might have been experiencing some sort of troubles. Did they experience any problems on the way down? Did they experience any problems on the way down? The trip down was pretty fast. Knight of Swords. Fastest knight in the deck. In this Page of Pentacles, it was very exciting. Look at all this. I'm hearing ooh and ah. It was nice. It was a nice adventure. I think with this ship wheel, I think that they might have made it down there. And they were on the way back home. They were on the way back up. And again, that's when they got hung up. You see, this person is caught, hung up, can't get beyond something again, this big rock over here. These dishes, they could be somewhere near the Titanic and some big rock. Anyway, guys, I'm not turning the comments on. I know there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings about this, but I felt strongly, divinely guided that I had to do this. So, namaste.